to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we know we're here for this meeting to go over bids received for the Town Hall Municipal Complex paving project. Would you please get us started with roll call?
Councilwoman DeShane?
Here.
Councilman Lukowski?
Here.
Councilman Hoyt?
Here.
Supervisor Gunn?
Here. Okay.
So we got 4 bids in, as everybody knows. We've all had time to review the paperwork. Del Signor come in, the least expensive, and then it was HMA, then TD paving, and then Bacon. So they had a star next to their bid on Del Signor's that said they could not do it until, would love to do the project, but they couldn't do it until the spring of 2025. So I called to confirm that, and he said yes, they would love to do the project, but they can't do it until 2025. So then I called HMA and talked to them, and they said they would love to do the project. They have no problem doing it, starting it roughly beginning of October, but well within our desired specs. And they were the next in line as far as bids go after Del Signor. So I guess it's, you know, and I've spent a lot of time with both of those companies walking around, showing them how we would like things, and it's apples to apples. I guess, you know, they're the winners. The real decision here is if we want to do this project this year or take a gamble in next year, and we all know things don't get less expensive. You know, the way things are looking in this world, it's going to get a little bit, the cost of doing this project would probably be more in the spring, you know, so that's where I stand with it. I think HMA would do an excellent job, just the same as Del Signor would. The real decision is now or later, and you guys have seen the numbers, so it's not to turn it on you, but now it's your decision.
Nothing for nothing, I did my homework at home and I feel the same exact way, but I feel like we want it this year. I feel like next year there could be a lot more money added to this.
And then it's gotta go through everything again.
And I
They
know
didn't obligate the bid. I mean, they.
Right, I mean, you know,
Yeah, talked to Phil, Phil said.
I mean, this is the
Really
difference
takes
in
right out of the
price
picture
from
because.
doing to them.
right, they're an excellent company, but if
Oh,
they
no,
can't get to
absolutely.
it, they can't
I
get
feel
to
as
it.
though that's going to
And HMA is a good company too. I went down and looked at a few of their projects that were
No
completed.
matter who wins there.
They did a real nice job on those projects.
That was just me at home
So,
by myself doing my homework.
They probably have 100 hours into this, so it's.
That's
it's,
So
me.
you think
We
they
speak
can
the same
definitely
way.
do it
Oh, no,
just
I
like
haven't
so?
I called and confirmed, they actually were saying around the first week of October they could start. So I called to make sure that we were good with that. That's why I called HMA too, to make sure.
How long do you think it'll take start to finish?
I talked to Gene, their superintendent. He's figured 2 days of prep work and a day to put the binder down and another day to put so roughly 4 days or a week. And
Right.
we'll figure out, you know, recycle on that Wednesday, whether we have to, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not worried about recycle too much. If we have to, few people that come in on Wednesdays, which is more than a few, they gotta come in and out the same direction, flip-flop, you know, we'll figure it out on
So,
how to,
I mean,
Or at least
October
let them
can
go
be
around.
right.
rainy.
Yeah, right,
How do
whether,
they deal with the rain? I mean, it has.
same as we do, you can't make
Right.
mud and then the next day you come in
Yeah, I know.
and work, I
All
mean.
right, so it's not an
They
issue.
pretty much, the
Right.
weather don't stop them.
No, HMA is a professional outfit. They know exactly what they're doing and they know how to deal with the rain or any of that. So I'm fully confident that they would do a nice job.
I didn't see anywhere where anyone said with the help of town for this or that or anything, so it's.
Just supplying, we're not helping with
Stone.
anything except our deal is to pluck the blacktop in front of the firehouse just to try to keep the cost of this, you know, and if there's any materials like crusher run, which that's it, we would supply that. You know, I'm sure there's not 50 loads out there, you know, it's, they're gonna grade what they got, and if they have some low spots and some low areas, then the town of Grafton supplies that to save. We'll sit, you know, we're not paying them to truck that sort of stuff when we do it every day.
Right.
And that was the same deal with all of the companies, it's not just one or the other. Every company had the same deal, we'll supply the crusher run, we'll take care of the asphalt in front of the fire department, because we can't raise that, we can't just overlay that because of the trucks wouldn't clear the doors. So that's nothing, whether we do it on a day off or nothing. I already talked to the guys on the crew, we're like, let's just do this. Benefits the town, benefits the fire department, benefits everybody. Same as in front of the ambulance building, that would be ground down. So we have a nice approach to the sidewalks, a nice approach, you know, to the fire department, everything. But as far as our deal, all we're doing is plucking the asphalt in front of the firehouse, and we have to put a drain on the backside of the firehouse for water running down, but
On the
we have to
west
do-
side of the firehouse?
yeah, on the backside, yeah, the west
Okay.
end.
Yep.
So we have to do that anyways. Whether or not we pay or not, we were planning on putting a drain there, so,
Yeah, we did talk to Keith,
right.
Jared and myself, I said, you know, the best thing, Keith, is, you know, give us an easement. So down the road, there's no legal, you know, somebody buys his place and says, I don't want you to drain on my property, so it'll be a binding legal contract that we have this X amount of property to run a drain, storm drain, and maintain.
Yeah, you're gonna do that.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's gonna do that.
yeah.
Yeah, the drain.
Just makes it.
Yep, we already got a plan for
Makes it
that.
legal.
Yeah,
That's good.
trying to do everything by the book.
Any impact on our neighbor to the east, Jeff's back property line?
Shouldn't
Nothing,
even,
right? Nothing.
yeah, we're not even gonna encroach on that at all.
Right,
Yeah, we're not changing any of that.
that'd be.
Okay.
And between the 4 people here, they're all using the same material, right? Now, there's not difference in between.
Yeah, all the specs are
materials,
the same.
Yes, right,
Yeah,
same, like binder or whatever they call it.
yeah, it's, all the specs were the same, the 2.5.
The sizes were all the same, the
Yep.
2.5 inch, yeah,
Yeah, I read through, I printed everything out.
right.
Sat down and spent enough time going through it all, so we're not second guessing
Right.
the apples to apples. You know, I think we're fine with the specs and all that.
Right.
What do you think? Ready to
And,
make a decision? Okay. Okay, so what we would be voting on it would be accepting the bid of choice and then authorizing the highway superintendent to enter into the contract with them to get it done, you know,
You're the HMA, right?
with HMA, yeah.
I don't know if I enter into it.
No,
or you
yeah, it
guys
would be
do,
us,
but
yeah, we'd have, it would be.
I'll do whatever I can to help.
Right, gotcha, okay, okay. All right, okay, given the discussions that we've had and, of course, the informed input of the highway superintendent, excuse me, I'd like to make a motion that we accept the bid of HMA contracting for $153,630 to do the paving project as bid. May I have a second?
second,
Okay.
What was the 153?
153,630.
Is this gonna be resolution 60?
Good question, the other ones are all tabled, huh?
Yes, I guess we would file it under that format. That's how we started Monday night, so.
But let her have that, so she can get, that's what Phil said us.
Right, okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, so a little more formal. I'd like to make a motion, I'm gonna read resolution number 60 of 2024. Whereas the town of Grafton, having issued a request for a proposal so as to provide paving services for the town of Grafton, and bids having been received and opened, and the lowest responsible bid having been received from HMA Contracting at a quote of $153,630 per the attached bid backup information and bid breakdown quote, and it appearing appropriate to approve such bid. And whereas such approval is determined to be in the best interest of the town of Grafton, Now therefore be it resolved that on behalf of the town of Grafton, the bid information and quote attached hereto is hereby approved, and the superintendent of highways is authorized to execute the attached quote in an amount not to exceed $153,630 on behalf of the town of Grafton. I'd like to make a motion to adopt Resolution 60 of 2024. May I have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Councilman McCuskey.
Councilman Hoyt,
Yes.
Councilman McCuskey,
Yes.
Councilwoman DeShane.
Yes.
Supervisor Grundy.
Yes.
All right, and that's to get going the beginning of October, first couple weeks of October.
Correct.
Right.
So will there be a contract then that would go with that resolution?
I don't know. I don't know. Good question for.
I would assume.
Yeah.
I
I'm sure
don't,
they
I'm not
provide-
gonna, I think it's a good question.
Yeah, that's a good question,
I'm not gonna
yeah.
give legal advice, but I
If
would
they
assume
provide a
so.
boilerplate contract that would just fills in or, yeah.
We may, looking through all that paperwork, although I was checking specs and checking numbers, not checking the actual legal stuff, I figured that was for Bill or whatever. I would assume there's probably something right there that we sign and hand to them, or email or whatever. But that,
Okay, I think that comes under authorized to execute the attached quote. You can
Sure.
follow up with HMA and
right,
have them provide a contract in accordance. They're also gonna have to provide their insurance certificates and all that stuff. as
Oh,
usual.
sure.
Workman's comp.
Your workman's
Yeah,
comp
that's liability.
certificates. Yep,
I'm sure that's no problem at all.
Right.
They're serious out there.
That's,
yes.
the package should have all that.
Yeah, yeah. I only printed out just the specs to check apples to apples.
Okay, and as much as that was the business we were gathering to complete tonight, I would like to make a motion to adjourn this meeting. May I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Councilwoman DeShane. All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
That's a good thing.